In late 1919, during the brutal years of the Russian Civil War, the White Army in Siberia began to lose ground. Led by Admiral Alexander Kolchak, they had once controlled vast territory across eastern Russia, but the Red Army was advancing fast. Cities fell one after another, supplies disappeared, hope faded. What started as a planned military withdrawal slowly turned into a desperate escape. Winter had already arrived in Siberia, and it showed no mercy. As the White forces retreated eastward, temperatures dropped far below freezing, snow buried roads and rail lines. The Trans-Siberian Railway, once their main escape route, became overcrowded and unreliable. Trains stalled. Tracks were damaged. Many soldiers had no choice but to continue on foot. They marched through endless white landscapes, carrying what little they had. Frostbite struck quickly. Fingers and toes froze. Boots cracked in the cold. Every step became painful. Many collapsed and never rose again. Food supplies ran out. Storage depots had been captured or destroyed. Soldiers and civilians traveling with them survived on tiny rations, sometimes eating frozen scraps. Starvation became common. Typhus and other diseases spread rapidly through the exhausted columns. Medical care was almost non-existent. Entire units weakened before even facing battle. The Siberian winter became as deadly as the enemy. As days turned into weeks, order began to break down. Officers struggled to maintain control. Communication failed. Morale collapsed. The once organized army became scattered groups of desperate men trying to survive. Civilians fleeing alongside them suffered equally. Families pulled sleds across deep snow, children wrapped in thin clothing against icy winds. The retreat was no longer strategic. It was survival. By early 1920, the White Army's position in Siberia had effectively collapsed. Kolchak was captured near Irkutsk. In February 1920, he was executed. His death symbolized the end of organized white resistance in eastern Siberia. The Ice March had taken thousands of lives, not only through combat, but through cold, hunger, and exhaustion. The Siberian Ice March of 1919 remains one of the harshest retreats in modern military history. It was not a single heroic charge, but a slow, frozen disaster across endless snowfields. Many who survived carried the memory of silent white horizons and frozen nights for the rest of their lives. It stands as a reminder that in war, nature can be as terrifying as any enemy. Army,